The chip life equals a happy life. That's right, Japes would co-sign. What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Dirty Mike, and today we're talking about shooting. We're working on a nice way to add a little bit more of some showmanship, a little flair into your gameplay. If you guys want to see me focus on some more of the fancier sides of FIFA, drop a thumbs up, because this is an entry-level technique with the chip shot in terms of adding a little bit of some additional a little razzle dazzle into your gameplay, but we can get much more in depth. You've got the Waka Waka. Oh yes sir, you've got some fancy flicks and some passes and all the above. Also, get in the comments. I'm looking forward to seeing how your day is going. And if you're wondering, Mike, where's the 40 and 40? Did you play all the games over the weekend? I did not. I hit Elite 1 in terms of the monthly rewards, and I didn't have a chance at being in the top 100. At least I didn't feel that I had a chance at being in the top 100, so I let up. And I was like, let's relieve some stress. I'm going to be a lot more serious in January for the regional qualifiers. I'm not going to lie, this month I did it wrong. I live streamed games when I shouldn't have. I tried to be too interactive at times. And if I was truly going for the competitive side, I would have put more money into the game at an earlier stage so I'd have a better squad, and then I would have grinded out each weekend on total focus, taking breaks, getting 3 or 4 games, take a break, 3 or 4 games, and keeping that on repeat. So that's why you're not getting a 40 and 40 video. Just wanted to throw that out there. And if you guys do need to pick up any codes, any games, head on over to G2A, use Dirty as your cashback code. And right now, Cyber Monday packs, what? Don't miss out on those. We've got to start with the controls, because you've got to master the basics. Not master basics. Don't tell your mom you watched my video and that's a quote, alright? Don't put that one in little quotation marks. If you're on the Xbox, holding LB and you're hitting the B command. If you're on the PlayStation, L1 and the circle command, and that's if you're using the classic controls. Now, if you swap things around, just know that you have to use the shooting command plus a modifier. You got an opportunity here. Paul Pogba, just a lovely first touch. And in this first freeze frame, I want to talk about what you need to be thinking if you want to score the chip shot. And is it possible to score the chip shot when the goalkeeper's on his line? Yes, but it's a lot more difficult and it's far from effective. Now, if he's off his line, of course, you got a lot of room to work with. Don't lean forward. Make sure that you're aiming a diagonal, so across the body. We're going to talk about that more. Power, I like 35 all the way up to maybe 65%. Seems to be a good money position. And then also knowing your players, knowing your personnel, knowing who is capable of scoring a chip with high levels of validity. They have that in their locker. Do they have the flair trait? Is that something that makes them capable? Are they good at shooting? People try to do chips with bronze players and silver players and don't understand why it works, and it gets even more tricky in terms of the personnel in the second example where we've got timing the bounce. This also applies to volleys. I was debating doing a volley tutorial. Let me know in the comments. But you've got to make sure the ball is back on its way up and you're just going to help it. You're going to jump over the goalkeeper. He's off his line once again. And the defender here didn't necessarily make a terrible read by bringing his goalkeeper, but thankfully we saw it coming. We've put it together and everything's going to look all easy, greasy, peasy. I got to come up with some better rhyming. My rhyme game has not been as strong lately, but Griezmann is going to make it happen for us. I appreciate it. I didn't hotline bling. Maybe I need a second attempt. But those are the basics when you're thinking about using the chip, when to use it, and then what to aim for. And you always want to aim diagonally. And I'm going to show you in this second example, or the second freeze frame, basically for 2 reasons. One, it gives you a lot more leeway in terms of your power because you're going diagonally, not just straight path. It gives you a little more leniency in terms of powering up that chip. And number 2, goalkeepers won't save it as often. We've all seen the animation. You try to chip it straight over the goalkeeper. Boom, he catches it, right? We've all seen that. You've seen it. I've seen it. We've shared in that frustration where you try to be fancy, it backfires, and you look like you just wasted an opportunity. You're not being efficient. That's why you go diagonal. Because if you go diagonal, the keeper is not going to make that happen. It doesn't matter if they have Neuer, Handanovic, De Gea, any of the goalkeepers that you rate this year, Butlin, Begovic. If you do this correctly, you've got a goal if they made a mistake in terms of coming out with that goalkeeper. But if you enjoy it, drop a thumbs up, subscribe if you're brand new. Just giving y'all some quick fire on Monday. I apologize for not playing the 40 out of 40, but for me it was a little more demotivating because I realized, man, I'm not going to make a regional because I just didn't take this as serious as I should have. I didn't plan out what I was doing with the weekend league, And I've been grinding it out pretty heavy over the last, I guess, month and a half or so in terms of completing the games, and I didn't have anything to play with. Elite 1 is the same as Elite 3, and I still finished Elite 1 for the month. But until next time, peace. Got the white girl wasted unit on today and the glasses. What's up?